What's up, bud? It's Rob. This is Apparel Success, and in this video right now, what we're going to talk about is, can you make a successful clothing brand if you are just starting out right now in 2018? Are you too late to the whole social media thing? Is it too late for you to jump online and get started on Instagram? Are you too late to it? Can you still do it in 2018, create $1 million company? That's what we're going to come across in this video right now. I'm really excited for it. Let's do it. This video that you're watching is sponsored by my buds over at Design Crowd. And if you need designs made for your clothing brand, I highly recommend you check out Design Crowd. Design Crowd's a website that helps entrepreneurs crowdsource amazing designs from designers all around the world. And for a special $100 VIP offer for Apparel Success viewers only, head over to www.designcrowd.com/apparel to learn more, or simply use the discount code APPAREL when you post a project on Design Crowd. All right, so I think that this is a really fair question. Is it too late to hop on Instagram in 2018 and start crushing it with your clothing brand? Even myself, I ask myself this sometimes. You know, am I too late to podcasting? Am I too late to YouTube? Am I too late to Instagram? Is it not the right time to be creating a clothing brand? And this is definitely stuff you want to be asking yourself. I know that I set up a meeting with one of the companies that we make our clothing with. Their name's Avid Apparel, and they were talking about one of my favorite companies, East Coast Lifestyle on the East Coast, and they were saying one of the reasons why they exploded so much is because they hopped on Instagram in like 2011 or 2012, back when, you know, Instagram just came out in 2010. So it's like they were able to get hundreds of thousands of followers right off the bat because they were first to the platform, right? So it's a really important thing to think about. It's like, if you're not growing like crazy on Instagram, that's because Instagram is insanely saturated and it's not as easy. The algorithm isn't as easy to beat right now. So you need to be thinking more strategically and more creatively than, you know, just making a post on Instagram and getting hundreds of thousands of people to see it. All right, so let's unpack this question, and I want to share with you my thoughts on starting an online business in 2018, starting on social media in 2018, Instagram and Facebook, and starting a clothing brand in 2018, okay? Now, the way that I look at this, and people say, you know, it's way too late to hop on Instagram, it's way too late to hop on YouTube, it's way too late to start an online business, because, you know, if you hopped on it in like 2006 or 2007, you would have been, you know, one of the first to jump on it, and it would have been, you know, absolutely massive and easier for you. Now, if you really think about it, okay, like, I mean, like, really think about this, if you zoom out and you just look at, you know, time in general, okay, we're getting deep here, we're getting a little weird. If you zoom out and you look at, you know, the 90s, basically the fact that none of us were even using computers or the internet, like barely, right? And then you go through the 2000s, we were just sort of getting used to it. YouTube kind of like was just starting out, it kind of sucked. If you really look at right now in 2018, Facebook started in 2004. Instagram didn't start until 2010, okay? Instagram was founded in 2010. It's like 8 years ago. And they didn't even get big until like 2012. So if you really zoom out and you look at the overall picture of what's happening right now in terms of the online age and the online business, it is still so ridiculously fresh and new to hop on and run an online business, okay? So if you're listening to this right now, if you're watching this right now, and you have the guts to just try and start something online and just go for it, it's still an absolutely unbelievable opportunity. Now, it's obviously going to be really different than if you'd started in 2005, but still, if you hop online right now and you start a business, it's still really fresh, and in about 10 or 20 years, people are going to look back on this time in 2018 and be like, wow, I should have started a business then because it was still so fresh. And I can almost guarantee that in about 10 or 20 years, starting an online business is going to be way different. Everybody's going to be online. Like, literally everything is going to be online. So right now, there's still such an insane opportunity. And the fact that we even think about, you know, is it too late? It's only been like a few years since Instagram was created and since Instagram really blew up. You know, of course, it's still young. Of course, you can still hop on. Of course, you can still do it. And I'd say right now is probably one of the best times to do it. Now, to take this to a whole other level, those who succeed online these days are much more patient than people who succeeded online in, say, 2006, 2005, because you were able to grow a lot quicker back then, okay? But this isn't necessarily a problem, all right? When I think about growing my business, I'm literally thinking about this taking 10 years. And I don't mean 10 years until I get results. We're already getting really good results. I mean 10 years until like we're reaching all of our dreams and everything is insane and we're just blowing up, okay? I'm thinking 10 years. Because when I think about 10 years ago, I'm 27 right now. When I think about 10 years ago, I was 17 years old. Like what I was doing when I was 17, the amount of progress in my life, all the things that have happened since I was 17 is so insane. In 10 years' time, the amount that you can achieve, the amount that you can do in 10 years. In another 10 years, I'll be 37. By the time I'm 37, the amount of things that will have changed in my life will be the exact same amount of things that changed between the age 17 and 27. So when you really think about it, if you're patient, if you just put in the work every day, you just grow a little bit while everybody else is trying something and just getting, failing and then giving up, you just stick at it, you work on your craft, you keep doing that for a decade, for 10 years, you're going to do it. Like you're going to be successful. There's no way that you're not going to be successful as long as you just keep learning and keep changing, based on how things are going and stick on your path, you're going to eventually get there. I looked 2.5 years ago, if I hadn't started this crazy idea for a stupid clothing line called K-Bud Apparel, like the stupidest idea ever at the time, I'd probably still be working 9 to 5. There'd be no such thing as apparel success. You wouldn't be watching this video right now on YouTube, and that was only 2.5 years ago. Before 2.5 years ago, I was basically, just working. So when you really think about it, you put in that work, 2 years, another 2 years goes by. So everything that I've already done in the first 2.5 years running my clothing brand, that compounds on itself. Another 2 years is like, holy crap, there's even more results. And then another 2 years, is just like insane. The amount of results that you'll be able to get in, say, a 10-year window. I hope you liked this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you haven't already, check out my free clothing brand marketing masterclass. All you have to do to get access is go to www.apparelsuccess.com/masterclass. You can watch the entire thing for free. And if your clothing brand is currently struggling right now, you want me to check it out, go through everything, and offer you feedback and suggestions on how I believe you can improve and take your clothing brand to the next level. You can also sign up for a clothing brand review at www.apparelsuccess.com. And if you've made it to this point in the video, I want to tell you about the closed Facebook group that we have going on for Apparel Success. There's a link in the description below. Follow that link. Join us in the group. We're a bunch of clothing brand owners all in there to support each other and answer each other's questions. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one. Peace.